to live. You know, please. You know, for the sake of our future generations, like, you know, you got daughters at home that can see that they can be a man.
Look at this right here. That's her. Caught on camera is Village of Dalton Code Enforcement Officer Kim Alston, placing anti-opposition campaign flyers on people's cars during the Tea with the Trustees event. Yes, on camera. Guess what happened next? Mayor Henyard had someone arrested for simply removing those flyers with the car owner's permission? Let that sink in. People gave permission to take the flyers off their own cars, but someone still got arrested. Because apparently Tiffany wants everyone to drive home with those flyers stuck right in their line of sight. Like literally right in front of the windshield. She expects folks to just ride home blindfolded, basically. And then what? Leave the flyer there forever? Because if you take it off, you might just get arrested. Make it make sense. Or maybe it does make sense if the logic is just because Tiffany said so. Or because corruption. And still, if you listen to her side of the story, she'll act like she's the one being attacked. She's always the victim. Don't understand why everyone's always picking on me, huh? Okay, girl. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, J9 Eve. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and jump in the comments. Tell me what you think about this wild situation. Now another woman comes up to the mic, and you can tell instantly. She's Team Tiffany. She's got that I stand with Tiffany strut. You know the one I'm talking about?
Tiffany's.
People walk a certain kind of way, like their legs are trying to escape the rest of their body. It's giving something. That walk got a whole attitude behind it. This woman, she's the one with the red hair. She walks up and starts talking. And she brings up something that caught my attention. Now listen, I'm not really a deep dive research kind of person. I usually just react to what I see. But this time, I got curious. I wanted to know what exactly she was referring to. What? Let me tell you, it took barely any effort to find out. Just a smidge of research. And what I found. Wild.o, and just so you're not confused when she says her name, it's Kim Alston. I thought she said something else at first.
Evening, I'm Kim Austin. For you guys that know me, hello trustees, hello mayor. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back. Because I was one of those employees that got done wrong on the last administration. And nobody spoke up for me. As good a job as everybody claims I did and was doing, nobody spoke up for me. I got terminated for no reason.
Okay.
Then I get brought back, come back working. I didn't vote my career to come back to work here for $15 an hour. I paid somebody to sit with my mama $75 a day to come here. So I come here as a passion for the people to see things change and to make things better. What do I get? Plaster it on Facebook.
So I'm clearing that up for y'all in advance. Kim A-L-S-T-O-N. So basically, she got put on blast on Facebook, and she didn't like that. Now, just to be clear, the reason she got dragged on Facebook is because she was caught on camera trying to pull something shady. Actually, not just one thing, a couple of things. A couple illegal things. But she's still out here like, I didn't hurt nobody. I didn't disrespect nobody. I didn't talk bad about anyone. In fact, she said when she got fired, she was all smiles. She said, thank y'all for the opportunity, because according to her, she walked away with a multi-million-dollar net worth. So she wasn't mad about getting let go. But now she's back, trying to do her job, and suddenly she's crying foul about people smearing her name. She's talking about how she got dragged into an inspection she didn't even conduct. She's a trustee now, not code enforcement. But activists showed up and tried to connect her to the inspection anyway. They were saying, well, you must have known the people since the inspection passed. When she says she wasn't even there. Now she's saying she's walking on eggshells. Just trying to do her job. Trying to go above and beyond. Help everybody. Serve everybody. And meanwhile, she's constantly stressed about who's watching, who's filming, who's all up in her business. Even folks from her own church are out here doing interviews on. The news like, oh yeah, she's the one who got fired and came back swinging. And her response? Yeah, she brought me back. Okay, girl, got it. Now this is where she starts throwing names. She calls out Valerie Stubbs. And when she did, I knew something deeper was going on. You ever hear someone drop a name and you instantly know, oh, this ain't random? Yeah, she's got beef with Valerie, she says. I had nothing to do with that. But when you see what she's actually talking about, that statement's gonna hit real weird. Because spoiler alert, that she's talking about. It's literally just her and Valerie Stubbs. You'll see what I mean. Music interlude. Then she flips the script, turns to Mayor Henyard and says, I just want to thank you, because tonight we made history. She's grateful to know someone who's making history. And now it's all, can't we all just get along? Like, let's give her a chance. Let her make a mistake or two. Except, this woman has 24/7 security. There's no room for oops moments when everything's being guarded like Fort Knox. And if you've ever seen one of Tiffany's inner circles speak, you know when one of her people is up at the mic. They always hit you with that specific laugh like they're waiting for Tiffany's approval. That did I do good, mama? Laugh, yep, that laugh. And then she gives the whole let's unify speech. Let's make Dalton a great place to live. For the future generations. You've got daughters at home who need to see women in leadership. Girl, okay, yes, we all want girls to dream big. But like, what if the role model is corrupt? If the devil wore a dress and got elected president, should our daughters aspire to that? Should the message be, I too can be an evil woman in heels running the Oval Office? That ain't empowerment. That's a cautionary tale because, believe it or not, what you do still matters. But here we are with another please let's come together speech. And she's still on her I'm the victim arc. She came here for the people, to create change, to make things better. And what did she get in return? Dragged on Facebook. Okay, now let's look at what she was actually talking about. Let's pull up the post. Right here. This is the woman in question. Kimberly Alston. And she's standing in front of Valerie Stubbs' house. Now, if you don't know who Valerie is, she's the one always rocking those loud, colorful glasses. I'll show you a pic. You'll recognize her anyway. Valerie's getting work done on her front porch. Basic home repairs. And here comes Kim showing up, telling the crew they need to stop, claiming it's against code or some nonsense. It's basically acting like the code enforcement police. Oh yeah, she pulled up on site like she was running the whole town. Nope, y'all can't work. You don't have a license, no certification. I need to see that in writing. She's out here barking orders like she's the code enforcement queen. But here's the catch, she's not even certified. She rolls up like, I'm telling y'all to stop working right now. Why? Because she claims they don't have a permit. Meanwhile, she doesn't even know what kind of work they're doing. No clue. Zero information. And let's not kid ourselves. She's clearly out here doing this under Tiffany's watch. Straight up under Tiffany's mentorship. No doubt. Now one of the workers calmly responds, Go look up your job. She fires back. I'm doing my job. Go get it in writing. I helped write the ordinance. Girl, please. If that's the case, then go print it and bring it back along with your non-existent certification. Instead of worrying about who's nailing what porch, maybe she should be working on getting speed bumps installed because people are flying down that street like it's NASCAR, but no. She's more concerned with acting like the neighborhood police, shouting about certifications she doesn't even have. Then she starts talking to someone off camera. Oh, it's your little sidekick? Is that what this is? You brought your backup? Sis, you just embarrassed yourself? And now she's over here yelling, Show me your certification? Over and over like a broken record. Still doesn't have one herself, but now she's storming off, looking for reinforcements. She tries to explain herself to some random guy, hoping he'll back her up. Then the guy jumps out of his truck and walks straight up to the homeowner, like you don't need to stop. Ain't no structural work going on here. And boom, there it is, the work being done. It's called beautification. That means they're just fixing it up to look better, not changing the structure. No beams being replaced, no walls going up, just paint, touch-ups, cosmetic stuff. She had no clue what was going on, but came through like she owned the block, yelling about ordinances she doesn't understand and licenses she doesn't have. All bark, no bite. Now she's back in her car talking mess from the window. What did you say? Exactly what she heard. Carry your ass on. Now she's repeating it. Carry your ass on. Yes, boo. That's what was said. And clear, she keeps going, what? You want me to call your mama and tell her to go to hell too? What even is this? This whole thing reminds me of how folks used to act before they fought. They'd circle around each other, barely touching, like, hit me first. Go ahead, hit me. Everybody just waiting for a reason to pop off, and then she takes it further, talking about quitting her job just to throw hands. Like, oh, I could quit my job right now and come over there and beat your ass. Sure, girl. Sure you could. We know you won't. Because if you were about that life, you wouldn't be talking about it that much. You've been talking about quitting since you pulled up. Then the homeowner, Valerie, walks inside, and you're thinking, what's she going in there to grab? Is this about to go sideways? But the camera cuts off, so we never find out. Anticlimactic, but still wild. Point is, this lady plays the victim every time. She's always like, I don't know why they're targeting me. I'm plastered all over Facebook. Meanwhile, this is why. It's right here. Oh, and let's not forget what else she's been caught doing for Tiffany. Here's a post. From June 12th, 2022, while everyone was inside for tea with the trustees, she was outside pulling dirty tricks. Caught red-handed placing anti-recall flyers on people's cars. Flyers defending Mayor Henyard from being recalled by the trustees. Putting that propaganda right on the windshields. In Illinois, that's not allowed. It's prohibited. Illegal. So, what happens next? Someone starts removing the flyers with permission from the car owners. And what does Tiffany do? She has them arrested. For taking things off their own cars, things they didn't want there. Apparently, Tiffany wanted everyone to drive home with their view blocked. Like, don't you dare touch that flyer, or you're going to jail. Because law, I guess? Or more like corruption. Yeah, definitely corruption. But if you ask this woman to tell the story, she's the victim. Always. She doesn't know why people keep coming after her. She doesn't understand why her face is all over Facebook. She's clueless. Sure, Jan, and that's why you can't take these folks seriously. You can always spot Tiffany's minions' red wig, hands in their pockets, walking up like they own the place. And the minute Tiffany laughs at what they say, they're part of the club, she wasn't just being extra. She was fully involved in the nonsense. One of Tiffany's personal enforcers, drunk on power. Terrorizing folks with fake rules. That's what happens when you give a tiny bit of power to people who don't know how to act. Tiffany's whole crew moves messy, loud, wrong, and always playing the victim. But hey, I had to dig a little for this one, and your girl don't even like research, but I did it. Proud of me. High five. Anyway, Tiffany's crew, always innocent, always clueless. I didn't do nothing to nobody. Okay, girl. Sure. All right, y'all. Be good. Because I'm not going to. Mama loves you. Peace.